Namaskaram everyone. Good morning. Welcome to day 4. Kailash Sadhana. We will start with invocation. Please remove your specs. Hold Brahma Mudra, which is right palm over the left palm, loosely placed in the middle of your lap. Close your eyes and you can repeat after me. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amratangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Open your eyes. I would request everyone to please turn on their videos. 32 of us. Make sure that your name is properly displayed on the Zoom. So let us start with the sadhana check. How many of you did the sadhana yesterday? Type me in the chat if you have done the sadhana. The yogic practices, Yoga Namaskar, Nadi Shuddhi, Nada Yoga, Simha Kriya, very important practices. Will activate the spine, will create the balance, enhance the lung capacity. 40-minute walk. Suvarna ji has done, Vinuta ji, Mukta ji, Parinita ji, Anuradha ji, Tamal ji, Sumitra ji, Dr. S.K. Singh ji, Sunita ji, Raghu ji did not do the walking. Okay. Naresh ji, Prabhakar ji, Srinivas ji, Bhavani ji. Walking is important. Okay. So try to do at least 15-20 minutes. Don't miss totally. That will keep the momentum. It is important to keep the momentum on. And use always stairs wherever possible. Use the stairs so that your body is prepared for walking uphill. Suresh ji has done, Rajshri has done, Meet ji has done, Neeraj ji, Rakesh ji, Prabha ji, Srinivas ji. Shweta ji walked but could not do the other practices. Okay. All right. And the Nadi Shuddhi, we have mentioned in the document as well. It is something that you can do as much as you want and whenever you want. So I would highly recommend that before sleeping, we do at least 5 to 7 minutes at least of Nadi Shuddhi and then go to sleep. Because what happens, sleep is very important. When we are sleeping, whatever state of mind and emotion we are at the moment of sleep, that quality carries out throughout the night. So if you are agitated, if you are overthinking, if you are in fear, if you are in stress while sleeping, then that quality continues during the sleep period and it gets more entrenched in your psyche. So when you are calm, relaxed, balanced, clear, peaceful, and then you go to sleep, then that quality also multiplies. So doing Nadi Shuddhi before sleeping. So when you're sleeping, just sit on your bed, do the Nadi Shuddhi, 5-7 minutes, and then go to sleep. Okay. And also go through the all the links that we are sharing in the group so that you are revising, you are able to absorb the information more deeply. Okay. And how many of you are enjoying Nirvana Shatakam? How is your experience so far? Raghuji is enjoying. Can we type how's Nirvana Shatakam for you in terms of your experience, in terms of the chant, in terms of the sounds, in terms of the meaning? Divine, very nice, powerful, blissful, amazing, energetic, transforming, great. Shweta ji saying learning chant for the first time in my life. Miraculous, happy and feeling light, peaceful. How many of you reflected more deeply on the meaning of the chant yesterday, as we have looked at in the beginning of the session? Unable to express in the words? Shweta ji has experimented, Anuradha ji, Medha ji, Sumitra ji. It is very important to apply yourself. See, anyways, because we are from this culture, this chants, we know various chants from our childhood. We have been taught various powerful chants, but without understanding, without any involvement, without going deeper into the chant, if you do it for your entire life, the benefit is minimal, right? So when we are learning this chant, Nirvana Shatakam, we don't want to make it just into another chant for us. We want to utilize this device to transform our life. So go deeper into it, make it a part of your life. It should not just be just another thing that you learned. Yes? You have to make it yours. It should not be Adi Shankaracharya's Nirvana Shatakam. It has to become yours. All right. Okay. So now, before we learn the last two verses of Nirvana Shatakam today, we will be looking at a very important insight on what is the impact of sound on the human system. Okay. How it impacts us, what kind of sounds we should utter, what kind of sounds will change the way we experience life. So let us watch a video of Sadhguru.
வணக்கம் சத்குரு. நீங்கள் வாக்கு சுத்தி என்ற தன்மையானது வெறும் உண்மை மட்டும் பேசுறதல்ல, ஒரு ரம்யமான அற்புதமான சத்தத்தை உச்சரிப்பது, நமக்கு நன்மை கொடுக்கக்கூடியது என்று சொல்லியிருக்கின்றீர்கள். வாக்கு சுத்தியாக இருந்தால் எப்போவுமே நம்ம சாண்டிங் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கணுமா? விளக்கமாக சொல்லுங்கள்.
Speech is a special gift to a human being. In terms of the complexity of what a human being can utter, no other creature can do this. Well, an elephant can trumpet louder than us. It can have you paralyzed. If it comes and trumpets anywhere near you, it'll have you paralyzed just with sheer sound. A lion can roar, birds can do so many things. But no creature is capable of coming out with the complexity with which we can utter. The languages were consciously created so that Simple utterance of the language will purify the system. Sanskrit language was created like this. So most of us probably are speaking in English language most of the time. Of all the… not necessarily of all the languages, compared to the Indian languages, the vernacular languages, or compared to Spanish or Latin or even Chinese or whatever, English language has the minimum range of sounds, very minimum. This is why, right from your birth, if you're speaking only English language, you find it so difficult to utter some other mantra or some other language, because you're using a very minimum range of expression. So the more minimalistic the range of sounds that you utter happens, the less vak shuddhi you have. So now you have to fix it by a certain active awareness and volition. One is the sound, another is the intention of the sound. You can say, "Hey," out of great love, or you can say, "Hey," out of something else. Now, both of them will not produce the same impact on the system, because the volition of the action is the important or the major part of the karmic process is in the volition, not in the action. Similarly, major part of the karma is in the volition, not in the sound. But if the sounds were scientifically structured, as in the mantras and in Sanskrit language, then even without much awareness, if you utter, still you would benefit, simply because of the nature of the arrangement of sounds. But now we are speaking languages which are no more made like that. So it is best to handle it with intention. I think many times I have told you about this lady who came out of a concentration camp during the World War II, and she took a vow, you know. So just took a vow, if I speak to somebody now, if this happens to be my last, it could be. If this happens to be my last words to this person, how I would utter this? Like that I will utter to whoever I speak. It's a fantastic way of fixing your vak shuddhi. Vak shuddhi means cleansing the sounds that you utter. To become conscious of the sounds, the science of sounds and the impact that this has on us and how to come to this, it is a phenomenal thing, it's not going to happen in a lifetime to understand. This is Nada Yoga. It takes a whole lot of things. So for that, to do Nada Yoga, you have a chant, if you keep it going whenever. I never consciously think about this, but if I sit, stand, you know, Shambho Shiva simply happens to me, not because I intend to utter it. My breath just takes that form. It is not happening just because I sit in a program or I am doing something important or not important. You can just bring it into your life like that. A lot of people have decided to use filthy words in their conversations, or these days particularly I'm seeing the youth in United States trying to form a whole sentence with just one word, you know. I see a whole lot of people in India also have picked these things up, and when they utter these words, people keep on saying, "Shit, shit." I keep reminding, please don't do it here, please don't do it here. So, this is one way of bringing the right kind of reverberation in the system. Why this is important is, if you simply become silent within yourself, there is no better way, it is the ultimate way. If you can just simply become still within yourself, that is the best way. If that's not happening, the next best and the next best is like this. You can say Shiva, it is the closest things to stillness. Otherwise, just one word doesn't do for you. You can have a little more elaborate, you need a sing-song, you can do Brahmananda Swarupa, something, or whatever mantra you picked among those 5, 6 that are there. Whatever you resonate with, you just do that. Above all, to bring the right intention into every sound that you utter. If you bring the right intention into every single sound that you utter, these sounds will reverberate in a certain way within you. This foundation of the right kind of reverberation is necessary if you want to use this human system as a higher possibility. Otherwise, it will only drag behind you all the time. If you want this to be a bigger possibility, this must have a foundation of the right kind of reverberation, and Vak Shuddhi, or cleansing the sounds that you utter, is an important part of that. But if you can become utterly still, nothing like it.
So as we all are preparing for Kailash Yatra, first thing is that our intention is very clear and well aligned, that whatever we do is all directed towards preparing ourselves for the Kailash. So the sounds that we utter, the activities that we do, the sadhana that we do, whatever we discuss, everything should be directed towards that. Only then you will be able to experience this yatra in its utmost depth. And as Sadhguru was saying, to experience something, to go deeper into life, the doorway is stillness, the doorway is silence. But for most of us, it is very difficult to just be silent. We struggle. Have you tried this? That when you sit for meditation, if you just want to sit silently, most of us will struggle initially. Our mind is fidgety. It wants to do something. So in my programs, I put it like this, that mind is like a small child. It needs something to play with. If you give him some random thing, nothing, it is not a extraordinary toy, but it will just keep fidgeting with it and he's happy. Children are like that, right? If you give them something, they'll just be happy. If you give him a glass, he'll just do something and he'll be happy. So the mind is like that. Mind needs something to play with, unless and until you have really worked on it. So we need to give something to the mind. So instead of giving any random thing which would make the mind more compulsive, more agitated, more disturbed, it is better to give the mind something which will bring that mind to stillness. So this chants play that role as well. That if you're not able to be still or silent, you use the sound, you use the power of sound, the power of mantra to move towards that stillness. Okay, so now we will learn the verse 5 and 6. I would request Achinta to take over the class.
Namaskaram. I hope you're all doing well today. Are we ready to learn the verse 5 and 6? Yes? Okay. So before we start learning the new verse, we'll revise the first 4 verses that we have learned in the past 2 days. I'll present my screen for you. So we'll go over from the first verse till the fourth verse together. We'll just do it maybe 2 to 3 cycles so we get comfortable, and then we'll move on. So you can all keep your back straight, palms facing upwards on your thighs. Those who are already comfortable with the words and need not need the support of the words, you can even close your eyes and do the chant along with us. मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोश न वा पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ न मे वै मदो नैव मात्सर्य भावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञः अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं. We'll once more do from the first verse. Make sure that you pay more and more attention to the pronunciations that we are doing. Make sure to pronounce them in the right way and give your full involvement when you do it. Once more. मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोश न वा पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोश न वा पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ न मे वै दो नैव मात्सर्य भावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञः अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं. One last time together. मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशः न वाक्पानिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ न मे वै मदो नैव मात्सर्यभावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञः अहं भोजनं नैव भोज्यं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं. So that was verse 1 to 4. We'll move on to the 5th verse today. We'll first look at the meaning for it. So, the first line goes, Name mrityu shanka name jati bhedaha. So, Name, he's saying, I am not mrityu shanka, fear of death. Name mrityu shanka, I am not the fear of death. Name, not even jati bhedaha, the distinction of caste or birth. So he's saying that he's not the fear of death, nor he's the distinction of the caste of birth. Pita naiva me naiva mata na janmaha. Pita means father. Mata means mother. Janmaha means the birth or existence. So he's saying he's certainly not the father, nor the motherly experience that he is having, nor the birth or existence. Na bandhur, na mitram, gurur, naiva shishyaha. Na bandhur. He's not identifying with the relationship that he is carrying with family, friends, anything. So that's bandhur is relative, mitram are friends, and he even goes to the extent to say guru. He's not even the guru, naiva shishyaha, nor he is the disciple. And once again, he says chidananda rupa, Shivoham, Shivoha. I am the form of consciousness and bliss. I am Shiva, the auspiciousness or the ultimate reality, Brahma. Shall we start learning the fifth verse? Okay. If you could just give me a few seconds, I'll just present the words for you on the screen. So do you see the first line on the screen? Okay. Can I have Shweta Akka to please unmute? We'll first look at the pronunciation. Yes. Name
Name
Mrityu Shanka.
Mrityu Shanka.
Name Mrityu Shanka.
Name Mrityu Shanka.
Name Mrityu Shanka.
Name Mrityu Shanka.
Name
Name
Jati
Jati
Bhedaha.
Bhedaha.
Name Jati
Name Jati
Bhedaha.
Bhedaha.
Name Mrityu Shanka.
Name Mrityu Shanka.
Name Jati Bhedaha.
Name Jati Bhedaha. Bhedaha.
Name Bhedaha. So the bha sound is from the chest. Bhedaha.
Bhedaha.
Yes. Name Mrityu Shanka.
Name Mrityu Shanka.
Name Jati Bhedaha.
Name Jati Bhedaha.
Perfect. Thank you, Akka. Can I have Raghu Anna to please unmute? We look at the tune for this one. Name Mrityu Shanka.
Name Mrityushanka.
Name Jati Bhedaha.
Name Jati Bhedaha.
Name Mrityu Shanka.
Name Mrityushanka.
Name Jati Bhedaha.
Name Jati Bhedaha.
Name Mrityu Shanka. Name Jati Bhedaha.
Name Mrityushanka. Name Jati Bhedaha.
Name Mrityu Shanka. Name Jati Bhedaha.
Name Mrityushanka. Name Jati Bhedaha.
Thank you, Anna. We'll move on to the next line. I'll present it for you on the screen. Can I have Tamal Anna to please unmute? Yes. Pita Naiva
पिता नैव
Me Naiva
मे नैव
Mata
माता
Na Janmaha.
न जन्मः
Pita Naiva
पिता नैव
Me Naiva
मे नैव
Mata
माता
Na Janmaha.
न जन्मः
Pita Naiva Me Naiva
पिता नैव मे नैव
Mata Na Janmaha.
माता न जन्मः.
Yes. Thank you, Anna.
नमस्कार.
Panchalana, can you please unmute? Pita naiva me naiva. Oh, you went on mute again. Yes. पिता नैव मे नैव
पिता नैव मे नैव
माता न जन्मः
माता न जन्मः
पिता नैव मे नैव 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 माता न जन्मः
So I'm hearing naive. So that va sound should be fully pronounced. Naiva. So pita naiva me naiva mata na janmah.
पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः
Perfect. Thank you, Anna. Can I have Naresh Anna to please unmute? Now let's try the first and the second line together. You can see it on your screen. Naresh Anna, are you able to unmute? Okay, that's okay, Anna. I'll come back to you. Anuradhaka, can you try unmuting?
Yes, sir.
न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः
न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः
पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः
पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः
न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः
न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः
पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः
पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः
Perfect. Thank you, Akka. We'll move on to the third line of this verse. I'll just paste it here for you. Yes. Can I have Prabha Rao Akka to please unmute? Yes. Na bandhur,
न बन्धुर्
na mitram,
न मित्रं
gurur,
गुरोर्
naiva,
नैव
shishyah.
शिष्यः
Na bandhur, na mitram,
न बन्धुर् न मित्रं
gurur,
गुरुर्
naiva, shishyah.
नैव शिष्यः
न बन्धुर् न मित्रं गुरुर् नैव शिष्यः.
न बन्धुर् न मित्रं गुरुर् नैव शिष्यः.
Perfect. So like how, if you all notice, bandhur, Akka did the dhur with the sound from the chest. So the dha sound is from the chest. Na bandhur. Okay, it's just a point to remember here. Thank you, Akka. Can I have Ayushi Akka to please unmute? We look at the tune for this. न बन्धुर्न मित्रम्
न बन्धुर्न मित्रं
गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः
गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः
न बन्धुर्न मित्रम्
न बन्धुर्न मित्रं
गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः
गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः
न बन्धुर्न मित्रं 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 गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः.
Thank you, Akka. Just as a common correction, remember when you do the word shishyaha, you don't say sisyaha. Like sometimes we might have the tendency to say si. So it's ish, like shivasha. So make sure to pronounce that word. It's very important that we say it. And because many of the South Indian people and sometimes even the North Indian, they miss that sound. So make sure to say shishyaha, not sisyaha. Yes? Okay. So now we'll do the whole verse together. I'm sure by now you know the next line is Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. So I'll present the whole verse for you. If you could just give me a second to do that. We will try the whole verse together. Yes. Ready? न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं. So that's verse 5 for you. We'll move on to the final verse of Nirvana Shatakam. That's the 6th verse. We'll first look at the meaning. Aham nirvikalpo nirakarapo. Aham nirvikalpo. I am without attributes or distinctions. Nirakara, formless, rupa, form. So it's very, there's so much depth when he says nirakara, formless form. So you can see Adi Shankaracharya, you can see his journey of spirituality in this line. It has so much depth. So he says, Aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo. I am without any attributes or distinctions, the form of formlessness. Vibhutvacha sarvatra sarvendriyana. Due to the manifestation, sarvatra, everywhere, sarvendriyana, of all senses. Nacha sangatam naiva muktir nameyaha. Nacha, I am not, sangatam, without association, muktir, liberation. So here he is saying, I am without attributes or distinction, formless, yet I manifest everywhere through the senses. I am not associated with anything, nor is liberation or worldly bondage applicable to me. I am the nature of pure consciousness and bliss. I am Shiva. So that's Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham line coming in the end for us. So this is the verse 6 meaning. Shall we look at the verse 6 now? You can just give me a second. I'll present the words for you. Yes. Mm. Is it visible on the screen? Perfect. Can I have Srinivasana to please unmute? Yes. Aham
Aham
nirvikalpo.
nirvikalpo.
Aham nirvikalpo.
Aham nirvikalpo.
Nirakara
Nirakara
rupo.
rupo.
Nirakara
Nirakara
rupo.
rupo.
Aham nirvikalpo.
Aham nirvikalpo.
Nirakara rupo.
Nirakara rupo.
Aham nirvikalpo. Nirakara rupo.
Aham nirvikalpo. Nirakara rupo.
Thank you, Anna. Can I have Rinki to please unmute if you're there? That's Dr. K. Sunita. Could you please unmute for us? Yes. Aham nirvikalpo
अहं निर्विकल्पो
nirakara rupo.
निराकाररूपो
Aham nirvikalpo
अहं निर्विकल्पो
nirakara rupo.
निराकाररूपो
Aham nirvikalpo
अहं निर्विकल्पो
nirakara rupo.
निराकाररूपो
Aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo.
अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो.
Thank you, Akka. Can I have Savitaka and Ramamurthy Anna to unmute? We look at the next slide.
Yeah.
Just give me a second. Yes. Do you see the second line?
Yes.
Vibhut
Vibhut.
Vacha
Vacha.
Sarvatra.
Sarvatra.
Vibhut Vacha
Vibhut Vacha.
Sarvatra.
Sarvatra.
Vibhut Vacha
Vibhut Vacha.
Sarvatra.
Sarvatra.
Sarvendri
Sarvendri.
Yanam.
Yanam.
Sarvendriyanam.
Sarvendriyanam.
Vibhutvacha sarvatra.
Vibhutvacha sarvatra.
Sarvendriyanam.
Sarvendriyanam.
Perfect. Thank you, Anna and Akka. We look at the tune. I'm sorry, I think there's some issue with the Sanskritam text. Yes, it's good now. Isha Akka, if you're there, can you please unmute for us? Yes. Vibhutvacha sarvatra.
विभूत्वा च सर्वत्र
Sarvendriyanam.
सर्वेन्द्रियाणां
Vibhutvacha sarvatra.
विभूत्वा च सर्वत्र.
So when you say vibhut, the bhu, don't elongate. I think I'm hearing vibhut. It's vibhut. Vibhutva cha sarvatra.
विभुत्वा च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणाम्
Ishaka, we'll try the first and the second line. You can repeat after me.
Okay.
Aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo
अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो
vibhutva cha sarvatra sarvendriyanam.
विभुत्वा च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणाम्.
Perfect. Thank you, Akka.
Thank you.
Can I have Rakesh Anna to please unmute if you're there? And also, could you keep your video on, Anna? Okay. Let's look at the third line. Nacha
Nacha
sangatam
sangatam
naiva.
naiva
Nacha sangatam naiva.
nacha sangatam naiva
Muktir
muktir
nameyaha.
nameyah
Nacha sangatam naiva.
nacha sangatam naiva
Muktir
muktir
nameyaha.
nameyah
Nacha sangatam naiva. Muktir nameyaha.
nacha sangatam naiva namuktir
Yes,
na
so no
maivah
na before muktir. So nacha sangatam naiva muktir nameyaha.
nacha sangatam naiva muktir na maivah.
Yes. Can I have Suman to please unmute? We'll look at the tune. Thank you, Rakeshana. Nacha sangatam naiva.
न च सङ्गतं नैव
So both when you say na, keep the R sound shorter. Don't elongate it there. Nacha sangatam naiva.
न च सङ्गतं नैव
Muktirnameyaha.
मुक्तिर्नमेयः
Nacha sangatam naiva.
न च सङ्गतं नैव
Don't elongate the na there. Nacha sangatam naiva.
न च सङ्गतं नैव
Muktirnameyaha.
मुक्तिर्नमेयः.
Perfect. Thank you, Akka. We look at the last verse together with the meaning now. I'm sorry. Together with Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. I'll just present it for you. We'll try the whole verse together. Just hold on. Yes. Ready? You can all keep your back straight and try your best to remember all the pronunciation discussions that we had in terms of bha, tha, or tha. And those places where we need not elongate, make sure to keep it crisp. Aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo vibhutva cha sarvatra sarvendriyanam na cha sangatam naiva muktir nameyaha chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Aham Nirvikalpo Nirakara Rupo Vibhutva cha sarvatra sarvendriyanam na cha sangatam naiva muktirnameyaha Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupa शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभुत्वा च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां न चासङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न मेयः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्. So that's verse 6. That's all the verses of Nirvana Shatakam. Shall we try the new verses that we learned today? That's the verse 5 and the 6 together. We'll do it a couple of times so that they also get as comfortable as the other 4 verses. Ready? Back straight. Keep your palms on top of, on your lap. न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभुत्वा च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां न चासङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न मेयः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभुत्वा च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां न चासङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न मेयः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभुत्वा च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां न चासङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न मेयः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्. So that's verse 5 and 6. You'll get more comfortable with it as we keep doing it many times. So don't worry about that. So now I have an interesting thing to share here. If you had noticed, generally any song you take, any song, say it Nirvana Shatakam or even any song that you hear, there's always a rhythm that is merged with the music. like there's always a beat that's going, and naturally, even if we sing something happy, let's say a happy song or even Nirvana Shatakam, we all start going with that rhythm naturally. It's inbuilt. There's nothing to be, we just need to know, oh, that's just rhythm, but it's just so naturally there. So even Nirvana Shatakam has the rhythmic aspect to it that we call as talam, or the beats basically. So there are many things, but for this chant, because the tune is very monotonous, there's nothing much to the tune. Like if you see that the other song that goes all the way up, all the way it comes down, and there's something complex happening. So this is very simple. It's very simple to hear as in the tune. And so even the beat is very simple and it's very perfectly set for Nirvana Shataka. So this rhythmic structure, it goes in a cycle of three beats. So one, two, three, one, two, three. So if I try doing this with Nirvana Shatakam, Mano Buddhya Hankara Chittani Maham. One, two, three, one, two, three. So it just keeps going like this. Yes? So what we could do, sometimes we will get confused whether it's one, two, or three, whether it's two or three, because it's just a three beat cycle that's looping again and again from the beginning to the end. So for us to remember that one set of three beat cycle is over and we are just going on to the next, generally we keep the third beat silent. So one, three, one, three, one, three. Yes, shall we try doing this? So, one, three, one, three, one, three. So we keep the third beat silent. And naturally, if you just apply this rhythmic thing with Nirvana Shataka, it will sound like this. Mano buddhya hankara chittani naham. So we keep the third beat silent. Mano buddhya hankara chittani naham. Mano buddhya hankara chittani naham. So, this you might get confused if you do it by yourself because you don't have the practice of it. But naturally, when you hear the audio track and you do it along with the audio track, you'll understand what we discussed. I just wanted to share that there is also a rhythmic aspect to all the songs that we learn, to all the chants that we learn, just for you to know. So don't worry about that. Shall we try one whole cycle of Nirvana Shatakam now that we know it fully? Let's try it with this rhythm. So let's try putting one, three, 1, 3 for the whole Nirvana Shatakam, and let's try it once. Ready? You can all keep your back straight. I'll present the whole Nirvana Shatakam for you on the screen. We'll go along with the words. मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रदुग्धे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमेर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोश न वा पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहौ न मे वै मदो नैव मात्सर्य भावः न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञः अहं भोजनं नैव भोजन न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न मे मृत्युशङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभुत्वा च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणां तथा सङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न मे यः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं. So that's the whole Nirvana Shatakam. I hope the pronunciation is it's getting better for all of you. You're able to understand. I'm sure by now the tune should be very simple and inbuilt. Maybe it's just the words in all the other verses that might be a bit confusing, which we'll get better as we keep doing it. Any questions regarding the chant, regarding the pronunciation, the tune? No questions? So that does that mean you have understood it well, or you, I don't know.
I got
Okay.
one question.
Yes.
When we say na in many words, is it na or na? For example, in punyam, is punyam or punyam?
Okay. So when you say na, it's I think in all the places we don't say na, like we don't elongate the na sound. It's na. We keep it crisp. The a is just crisp. So na. And how to pronounce punyam, right?
Yes.
Is that the next question? So punyam, sometimes we might say punyam, punyam. That could
Yeah.
be, it's not pun, so there's no u after n. Punyam, punyam.
Punyam.
That's it.
Okay. Because in Sanskrit there are two, and in English we write it's just N, but in Sanskrit there are two different alphabets. It's na and ra.
Correct. It's the other na where you roll your tongue. So punyam, punyam.
Okay. The other na. Got
Punyam,
it.
not pun. In not the normal na, the other na where you roll your tongue. Punyam.
Got it.
So even with the verses that we have provided you, you will find in few places you will find the capital N in between the word itself. So all those capital N's are for you to know that it's the rolling tongue sound na. And you might find a line on top of A or U or E. So those places, you need to elongate the sound. And you might find a capital H sometimes next to a B or next to D. Then you will remember that it's the sound from the chest, dha or bha. Because Sanskritam cannot be written in English, but our best to do for us to know the pronunciation in the right way, right? So you could use the words to take support of sometimes, when you are not clear with whether it's that na or this the. So the words will also be supportive for you. Any other questions? Okay, no questions for me. Okay. Shall we close with invocation? Oh, yes, Akka, Prabha Akka.
Just add CHI in place of CA everywhere. That will remove
Okay.
the confusions.
Okay. Got it. Okay, Anna, I'll look into that. Okay. Sure, Anna. Any other concerns? Any other questions? Okay. Okay. Shall we close with invocation? We can all hold Brahma Mudra. Those who are wearing spectacles can keep them aside. You can all close your eyes.
One question, last.
Yes.
In Brahma Mudra, right hand will be upside
Yes.
or left
So the
hand?
left hand is down and the right hand is over the left hand.
Okay.
Yes. We'll do it together. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityormamritangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti